Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. AVAX, one of the strongest coins in the last few weeks, has performed really well and is on its way to the next resistance area. At the moment, it is struggling, however, with this one, with this structural resistance area we talked about already in the last few days. You can see that. Maybe I'll go to the one-day chart, then you see here the entire history. The idea was that here in this region, we will find quite a bit of resistance. And indeed, we are doing that. We are finding quite a bit of resistance here in this region, all the way up to round about $23. And the price so far didn't manage to push above it. This is not Fibonacci resistance, but it is structural resistance. My view would be that there's a good chance to push still higher from here. Maybe not much higher. I mean, as I said before, I see the move up as an A wave. Such an A wave oftentimes reaches the 38.2 retracement level of the decline. And we talk here about $29.31. It depends on, I mean, maybe I misinterpreted this wave structure and actually I need to pull it down there. Then we nearly reached it already, but I don't think so. So we'll leave it like that. There's also not a must for the A wave to reach the 38.2 retracement level. It's just sort of the only, let's say the only guide and orientation we have for an A wave, because A waves don't really have very clear targets. Sometimes when we can recognize an ABC structure within an A wave, because they can be three waves, then we can calculate the targets within the A wave. But see, the only thing that we can do really here is the A wave started here, ABC, right? The only thing we can do, and I shared that with you, is looking for the 1.618 extension level. That's a key target for wave C in A, but that's also pointing us to $29. So it doesn't necessarily give us any further clues. And then the fib level just below that, which is the 1.236, I mean, the price reacts to it, but it's anyway in our structural resistance area. So that doesn't necessarily give us any more insights. Also, I looked at the microstructure again. Honestly, there isn't anything I can give you. It would be too flawed. There are too many potentials for errors in there. It's a pretty messy structure. It really is. I mean, no, there isn't much I could give you here. Honestly, there isn't much. And it would be frustrating because any micro count I would give you here would likely change. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for something like a diagonal structure, that this C wave is unfolding as a diagonal. It looks impulsive, but I really would have difficulties to count a proper impulse here. So maybe, and that's really just an educated guess, you could say, this was a 1. No, we did have it like, yeah, 1, 2. This would be a 3, 4, and we're now in wave 5. So that we basically had an ABC structure in wave 3. This is 4, and then we get an ABC in wave 5. So that's best I can give you really in terms of the wave count. Looks very choppy, and if this is a wave 5 and this is an ABC, and we have 5 waves up in this A wave, let me actually change the wave degree here. But yeah, don't be surprised if this wave count changes. I literally only add it to the chart here because a lot of people ask me for a micro count, but be focused on the bigger picture. I mean, you can't trade a coin like that really on such micro structures. Not helpful. So if that B wave is now coming down, then the support is unchanged. It's at $17.20. I mean, I can add a box here. It just isn't. I'm just going to keep it orange to indicate it's higher risk, because just to trade the C wave of a wave 5 isn't really a great setup. But there you go. So that's best I can do at the moment in terms of a micro count. And then, yeah, I mean, that could certainly push us towards $29. That would be a potential move. Yeah? And then it should remain a 3-wave move. Again, it depends on how low the B wave goes, and we can also calculate more precisely the target. But yeah, I don't think necessarily it has to stop at $29. I mean, the trend is up as long as it's up. The next level above it is 40. So I mentioned to you before that such an A wave often either reaches the 38.2 retracement, sometimes even the 50%. But there isn't really a limit, right? I mean, the limit is the invalidation point, but you know, it seems unlikely that we get all the way up there in one move. So yeah, a lot of people waiting for a deeper pullback. I think it can happen at any time now, but most likely after one more high. And the signal that it happens earlier would be a break below $17.20. That's my update about AVAX. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.